The wait is over. Asia's biggest battles begins now, and the men in blue have announced their squad finally yesterday in the press conference. The squad was announced. I have Gurpal Paji, I have Rohan with you. Welcome to the show, both of you. And straight away, let's deep dive into the squad, the 15-member squad that India have announced. Ajit Agarkar has announced for India, and Kumar Yadav is the captain. Shubman Gill is the vice captain. Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, Akshar Patel. Plenty of all-rounders with Jitesh as my second wicketkeeper in the squad alongside Sanju Samson. In the bowling lineup, we have Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh and Harshit Rana for the seamers. Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav is there. Even Rinku Singh is also added to the squad. But interestingly, India have also gone with standby players as well. And if you're going to go for standby players, you have Prasidh Krishna, Washington Sundar, Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, and Yashasvi Jaiswal. This is what the squad is. If you can say 15 plus 5, 20-member squad that are going to UAE for the upcoming Asia Cup. Paji, straight away, when you had to listen to the entire squad which was announced, your thoughts in short, can you give us a rating out of 10?
I guess the squad picks itself, it has a good blend of all-round players as well. Only disappointment, missing Shreyas Iyer in the 15-man squad as well as the 5 standby players which you have told. I don't
Correct.
think so. We need Jurel as a third wicketkeeper choice for a short tournament. Maybe they might wanted them to be with the team, practice for the upcoming series coming. That would be the reason. But Shreyas Iyer missing out was disappointed, and I also wanted Washi in the main squad rather than as a
Okay.
backup player. Otherwise, the super squad, this squad has been together playing from past 1 year, and it would be
Correct.
good for ourselves in this big tournament.
Okay, fair enough. But during the IPL, we were seeing many stars, and I believe, Rohan, that like just like the other countries, we pick players according to the format leagues, and we have IPL, which is the best franchisee league in the world. And my thoughts is that now, as we have such a young squad and they are ready to defend the Asia Cup, I'll put you in the hot seat straight away. If you look into the squad, I see there are a few spots where Shreyas Iyer can definitely be a part of the squad in place of these members. And just like Paji mentioned, he wants to see Washington Sundar 2 in the side. And I can see spots where Washington Sundar 2 can make it to the squad. Your thoughts? What if Nitish Kumar Reddy would have been fit and one of them could have been also been opted out? What do you think? What is the basis behind picking up a T20 squad? Now, this is a prime example because T20 World Cup will also be similar to this. Is selecting committee, they're deciding on the basis of the IPL or they're deciding on the basis of the other format forms?
I think a combination of a lot of these things which you mentioned, Pritham. For me, I think currently they wanted to look a bit of a continuity from the previous T20 series that India played. Unfortunately, Shreyas wasn't a part of that. So I think his time will come, I'm pretty sure, because he has done very, very well at the IPL level. Won a title for KKR, led even the DC team earlier. Now the finals for Punjab Kings as well. So I think he's proven his mettle. Just that his time will come. I'm pretty sure, okay, this is just the Asia Cup. Still a year to go for the T20 World Cup. Come the T20 World Cup, I'm pretty sure someone like Shreyas Iyer will be in the mix for sure. Maybe at just this point of time, his time isn't there. But I think even Agarkar rightly told, not just where can you fit him, but you just have to wait for your time also. I think a year to go, somebody's form can decline, injuries can come up. The niggle at the last moment that we are quite familiar with a lot of players that can also lead into it. So lots of factors are contributing. But I feel Shreyas Iyer, yes, maybe he did pretty well at the Champions Trophy in the same venue here. But I just think T20 format in the current top 3 or 4 that we have, Shreyas Iyer may just not get into it because these guys have also done very, very well. Be it a Sanju, Abhishek, Tilak, Surya. I think these guys have proven their credentials over a period of time, as Paji told, about a year or so. So I think these are one more go at least. If not, something happens to these guys, yeah, Shreyas definitely will be. I think he's too big a player to even be in the standby, I feel.
But as you have already mentioned about those 4 names, I would like to come to Paji and then we'll come back to Shreyas Iyer, the thoughts on that. You said about Abhishek, Samson, Tilak, Surya. They have performed so well. They performed well in South Africa series. They came back home and they performed in the home series as well. Paji, these are the 4 names. And this is the 4 players that pick themselves in the playing 11. You started saying that the squad picks themselves. Then comes in a surprise package of a vice captain who has to play now. So who is the player that is going to miss out now?
I guess as per the press conferences which we have heard, it will be Shubman Gill versus Samson, and we have seen a chink in his armor against the England series when they used short ball pretty well against Sanju Samson to get him out couple of or 3-4 times with the same shot and same reason. So I guess it will be a tough. Maybe Jitesh could be your first choice wicket keeper if that happens, because if you want a wicket keeper to play at number 6, then there is no better player than Jitesh Sharma. That's where players like Jurel and Ishan Kishan also miss out, and that gives you the flexibility of playing Abhishek and Shubman at the top with number
Correct.
3 Tilak Verma without disrupting your core batting order. So that would be the scenario. So I guess the call will be taken in Dubai once the team reaches the
So
practice.
you're saying Sanju
Start.
Samson or Shubman Gill, which means that you're playing Abhishek Sharma not just as a batter, but also are you seeing his bowling option?
Definitely, exactly, definitely. Because either there could be a other theory of getting Abhishek down the order in place of Rinku and get him at number six and make him a finisher. But I guess they don't want to do that thing, so they are sticking with him as a opener because he can finish the match in 7 and 10 overs, first 5 7 overs. If 10 overs he bats like he bats, he can finish the match game then and there.
Absolutely. Now I come back to you, Rohan, once again on the Shreyas Iyer topic. You said about the four names you mentioned. I added a fifth one as well. Shreyas Iyer is a proven candidate at number three, and also the conditions he is supposed to play, that is UAE. The Champions Trophy, he bailed us out in numerous occasions, be it in the final or others. In the Cricket World Cup 2023, he was in stellar form. He bats at number four in ODIs because of Virat Kohli. He bats at number three in the IPL as well as in T20 cricket. If you have to choose between, I'm so sorry to say, but Shubman Gill or Shreyas Iyer at number three, I know your answer, but isn't that a no-brainer choice?
No, then you can always move Gill up the order and have Shreyas at three. So I think there needs to be some flexibility. That's what I felt in T20 cricket. Maybe your openers are the only ones who can be fixed. Everybody else has to be ready to bat at any given point of time, depending on the matchups that are there and the kind of bowling attack the opposition has, the conditions available at that time. We saw someone like Akshar used to go up the order to negate and give some
Correct.
more depth in the batting order later. So these kind of tactics is what modern day T20 cricket demands, I feel. So I think you can't have a set kind of a template. You have to adapt. Beat a Gill, even if he has to bat number three, let him do it. It's just that the era that we are living in, I think the BCCI wants to promote someone like Shubman Gill as an all-format player. So I think that's where this vice captaincy also has been put upon him, so that maybe in the coming years or maybe in a few months down the line as well, he can even be a T20 captain as well. So I think he can learn a bit from Surya. He has done pretty well in the IPL a couple of seasons as well. So I think Gill, Shreyas, all these guys are leadership materials for me. So I think all these guys have to work together. Moving forward, these are the ones who will be making sure Indian cricket progresses. So I think as much as possible with the coaching staff, the management, the leadership group, the selectors, everybody has to be on the same page. It's just that I want clear communication to the particular players to go through. Once that happens, I think all these problems, the so-called media reports, the breaking newses, the fan clubs of IPL franchises and the players, all those things can be shut up pretty well. So I think certain communications needs to go out clear to the fans and the media in particular.
And I understand that, because once his contract was taken off, the media went bonkers, and that's where he came back to the Champions Trophy squad, and made his bat do the talking. But Paji, coming back to you, just like Shruvan said about Shubman Gill's experience as a captain, he's now the Test captain as well. We understand that as he's now the vice captain of T20, he can be the all-format captain too, just like we discussed a few shows ago. So if you have not watched that already, you can definitely go to a channel and have a look into that. But now our thoughts are that if you need experience, Paji, and you have the likes of Jitesh Sharma and Sanju Samson as a wicket keeper, surely you could have had a KL Rahul in place of Dhruv Jurel.
I think so. Don't think so. KL Rahul fits into the T20 setup as of now. But his chance, he has been given lots of chances. Though he's a good player. He's a gun player again. But the T20 is a very smallest form of factor. I guess he is too good for the Test cricket and ODI cricket, where we need him. But this doesn't justify him, because with the experience of players, whom will you replace? Again, that question will arrive. If Shreyas Iyer cannot make,
Correct.
how can you say KL Rahul
That's
can
what I
make
said, as a
it?
standby player in place of Dhruv Jurel.
You can put standby to anyone. Then you can put any player as a standby, but no, KL Rahul doesn't, because there's no. You can't put a player of KL Rahul's caliber in the standby, but you don't need to. You don't are not going to pick him. Not going to put him in a 11, and he doesn't suit the tempo or which Indian team wants to play. But he could be in the scheme of things, maybe as Rohit said, and this side of format, injuries can happen anytime. Why Shubman Gill is made vice captain, because Surya Kumar has sports hernia injury twice in the span of 2 to 3 years. So anything can happen at the time of World Cup, and we may see that
But you
Shubman
have
is ready
already
for.
experienced players like Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah out there. So, and all three of them are Mumbai Indians. So that should not be a problem in terms of communication as
Yeah, but
well. But you
that's the
said
thing.
about
But
Paji.
they wanted to have a vice captain, and maybe they're looking for Shubman Gill. Maybe Surya Kumar Yadav it should be last World Cup of Surya Kumar Yadav, and
That's
2028 we may
certainly
see
on the cards, because
yeah.
not only his age, but the way India are planning of having grooming a next captain. It's Shubman Gill, a young side, a young captain. But you said about standby players are certainly not going to make it to the 11 or make it to the squad unless we have an injury or anything. So you can name any player you want. Rohan, is that a prime example of the likes of Riyan Parag? Because his position or his selection doesn't justify me. What is the criteria he's been selected for?
I think just continuity, I feel, and also if required, he can bowl those part-time off spinners because I think someone like a Gambhir, he wants a lot of this multifaceted kind of
Then,
players.
then, then don't underestimate the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav and Rinku Singh in Sri Lanka.
No, I think Sri Lanka, I think was too much of a spin-friendly kind of pitch. I think that's why someone like Rinku or Surya also work. But due respect, if you ask them also, I think they'll say maybe Rian is slightly ahead of them in terms of bowling, and he can bowl those ones that spin away from the right-handers, just like what Sachin Paji used to do at
Yeah.
times, off-piece and leggy mixtures. So I think Rian is working hard, irrespective of what the trolls that happen in the social media. I think the young man has proven a lot for Assam in List A cricket and T20 cricket in the SMAT as well. So I think he has earned his stripes. Yes, he's not still that graduated enough to merit a straight away 15 member squad. I think in case suddenly these guys take a break, that's when I think in smaller series he can come in and do his bit. But I think he learn is still a young player. So I think these are the guys who are picked for me, the 15. I think are good enough, the best enough. Yes, few people are not there, but I think we need as fans to back the ones who are there rather than keep cribbing about who isn't and who isn't, or some new guys to show up. Let's back our team. They're good enough. The opponents that we have also are not as strong. I feel honestly, on paper, India is the team to beat. I feel so. I think this team is good enough to lift the trophy as well.
When India steps into any tournament, they are the team to beat without a doubt. But when you talk about whatever squad you're going with, back them. But Paji, here I'm a little bit concerned about after this tournament, we have two crucial red ball series. And what will India do with regards to Jasprit Bumrah's workload? Similarly, Harshit Rana ahead of Prasidh Krishna in the T20 format. Your thoughts on that, please?
As far as Bumrah is concerned, I don't think so. We require him in the West Indies game because he's being selected, and we have a test match after 3 days or 4 days after the Asia Cup final. So that is the reason you may see Bumrah in one of the test match. I don't see him playing against West Indies because the venues are Ahmedabad and Delhi. So I would rather see him again playing against South Africa, a test match at Eden Gardens. Maybe if you won this test match, then you can again rest Bumrah in Guwahati and play players like Akashdeep, Prasidh Krishna, with Siraj.
Siraj is fresh. Yeah,
Siraj will be fresh. He is given rest, and he totally deserved that as well. Because we don't
absolutely.
want to overburn him. We don't want him to do the bowling and fielding and do the fielding as well in those UAE grounds. And maybe he may be called for the final. What he did in the last Asia Cup final against
No, I
India.
don't think so. I think he deserves a
Just kidding.
rest.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Because so it's like that. And for other players, you have told about Prasidh Krishna and others. So they definitely are looking for the home series. I'm looking for Prasidh
So
Krishna.
have India moved on from the likes of Mohammad Shami then?
It seems like this. It seems like that. Seems like that. Because not neither in the T20 setup, nor in the Test setup. So it seems like that. Until he does very exceptionally well in the Tulip Trophy, or he's fit enough to again make a comeback. I don't think so. India is looking for Shami at the moment.
Okay, so according to you, this is the right squad. Harshit Rana, Prasidh Krishna, a little bit debatable, but Jasprit Bumrah's workload needs to be looked into. Now, the big debatable question, Rohan, is that who is your opening pair? Because that is where the question will arise. Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson have done incredibly well in the opportunities they have given. They have the combination, or they have got a gel around each other. In comes and out of chapter vice captain Shubman Gill. He prefers to play at the top of the order. He has one being the orange cap holder as well numerous times. Who is your top order of openers?
I think, as you said, Abhishek rightly a number one opener for sure, based on the recent performances that he had. Shubman, just because I think he's moved into this vice captaincy role, he deserves a starting 11 spot for me, so he'll be a number two opener. Sanju has played at 3 for Rajasthan Royals as well. I think Sanju can adapt to the number 3 slot if required. Because end of the day, India needs that batting depth as well. Someone like Surya, Tilak, all these guys can follow up later. But I think this can be a 3 to start with. Then over the course of a tournament, depending on the likely opponents that we have, we can rotate, and we may see some different combination if required. But to begin with, this can be a 1, 2, and 3.
So you've gone with your top three. I'll not waste much of a time, and I'll quickly come to the playing 11 as the show progresses. But as of now, players to watch out for, and here are my 3 picks. I've gone for Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, and Varun Chakravarti are my 3 players to watch out for, Paji. Any different picks from your end?
Sky, I think Sky has to prove himself as a match winner for the big tournaments. So Sky is a thing. Hardik Pandya, we know, clutch player. This could be a
Absolutely.
redemption. This could be a redemption for Varun Chakravarti. But we know what happened in 2021 to him on these grounds and these pitches.
Correct.
I would want to add one more name again, Bumrah. Watch out for
Jasprit Bumrah.
He
Okay.
will
And
be
how
hungry.
many like we have an idea of maybe probably 6 to 7 games we will play if we reach it to the finals. How many games do you think he will play?
Play him the important games. That's it.
Okay.
Super fours and final. Play him the important game. Don't need to waste him against Oman or UAE. play him the important
Okay.
games.
All right, fair enough. So you think Jasprit Bumrah should be added in this players to watch out for? Any out of the box names from your end, Rohan?
I'll add Arshdeep Singh. I think the guy has sat out a lot in the England tour. White ball is his specialty, I feel. And in UAE, the ball does swing about, especially the new ball. So I'm actually not just expecting to the player to watch out for, but he'll be the top wicket taker as well for me for this team.
Could be.
Arshdeep Singh
Can we
will
say,
be the guy
as we
to.
know that
Yeah,
Bumrah will not play all the games, can we say
exactly.
Arshdeep is leading the pace attack?
Yes,
Definitely for me,
agree.
along with either Harshit or Jasprit, whoever plays, Harshdeep will be the constant guy, and he'll be the one, not just with the new ball in the power play, but at the death overs as well. So I think he has a very good opportunity to pick a lot of wickets and make sure his name is always in the 11 in a T20 game.
Absolutely, his name should definitely be always there in the T20 game. But similarly, Paji, as Rohan mentioned about having Abhishek Sharma and you have Shubman Gill as your openers, do you agree with the likes? So then it means that it's Jitesh Sharma in the middle order for you.
Yeah, definitely. 2007, we had Southpaw. We have openers from Delhi. So this time we'll be seeing openers from Punjab. A left-hander Abhishek Sharma, typical Sehwag style,
Correct.
and Gauti style right-hander. You can say Shubman Gill. So that would be fascinating to see. And obviously, Sanju Samson can always come at number three or whatever flexibility you want. Your top two are fixed, but number three flexibility start depending on the match situation and all.
So
And
as both of you are going with Shubman Gill, and Shubman Gill has been named as the vice captain, are you seeing Shubman Gill, the prince at the moment, as your all format leader?
Definitely, I will definitely very excited about Gill as a reader. You don't feel surprised if when the ODI squad announced for Australia, he could be straight away be the captain. I'm always telling you this thing. He could be a captain unless or until some other things, or maybe they may wait for 6-7 months because the actual ODI setup series will start from July onward. July 26, focus will be shift to ODIs, so they can wait or they can surely give him and ask him to build a team for. So it's 2 years and build a team for the ODI World Cup. But Gill is a talk of town. Again, I want same thing from Shuman Gill. Be the best player, batter of the tournament.
As he
Be the,
wanted to do in the test series as well. He has
yes, yes,
definitely been that and chosen by Brendan McCullum. While we all thought it could be Ben Stokes or somebody else, but out comes Gautam Gambhir with a different choice of Harry Brook in that. We will debate it some other day. But Rohan, thoughts on the other end in the standby players? I can see Yashasvi Jaiswal there. While Abhishek Sharma, who has been really good, he has been picked ahead of Yashasvi Jaiswal. That's like Paji mentioned. Is it just because he's been given opportunities in the last 12 months? And also, has he been a little bit ahead of Yashasvi just because of his bowling thing?
Exactly. I think that's what I said. If you have multiple skills to your game, I think you're always slightly ahead in selection matters. So unfortunately, I think he could used to bowl a bit of leg spin in his domestic cricket career earlier, but I think he has lost that touch and heavy focus on his batting. I think that has taken a toll. But I think you have seen his numbers, one of the top average and strike rates in the power plays. It's a lot of boundaries. So I think his time will also come in the coming years for sure. But at this point of time, as I said, just like for Shreyas, SSV also has to wait a little bit for his time.
Okay, so Yashasvi Jaiswal needs to wait for his time, but now the curtains is raising. When it's time for the predicted playing 11, I have gone with India's predicted playing 11 for the Asia Cup, and here it is. Sharma and Shubman Gill are my openers. Tilak Verma at number 3. Surya Kumar Yadav, the skipper, at number 4. Hardik Pandya is there. Jitesh Sharma as my wicketkeeper batter. Akshar Patel is there. So at now till number 7, I have enough batting. Kuldeep Yadav and Varun Chakravarti are the other two spinners. And alongside, I have Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh to start. Your thoughts, Paji?
I guess this is the same predictive 11, and it's a good team with the good options of bowlers as well. You have a swing out and out swing bowler in Arshdeep and Bumrah. What we can say is his class. Kuldeep Yadav as your mystery spinner, or you can say a wrist spinner. Then you have
Chinaman.
left arm spinner in Akshay Patel and Varun Chakravarti with his off spin and googlies and all. Then if you require, then Surya Kumar Yadav can roll, Abhishek Sharma can roll, even Dilip
Hardik
Verma
Pandya.
can roll his arm. Hardik Pandya is a gun player. He's your MVP, most valuable player. He will be definitely he will be bowling. I won't surprise. Maybe Arshdeep or Hardik Pandya can start with the
With the new ball, I won't be
power
surprised
play,
too.
and you give only one over to Bumrah in power play. Then you
I won't
can,
be surprised when Bumrah is not playing in those games. I won't be surprised if Arshdeep and Hardik open the bowling for
yeah,
India,
exactly, exactly.
having Harshid Rana as your death specialist. Rohan, on the other hand, you might be surprised. Are you also with me in terms of this 11?
No, this 11 also is good. If you add Sanju, also you can put in a
But in
Dupe or
place
a
of whom?
Rinku. Anybody, you can keep rotating as I said. As if Bumrah isn't playing, you open up that one spot. You can always play around with that extra
No,
batter
I'm,
or
I'm saying you're saying about Sanju Samson in place of whom out here?
Jitesh.
And where
Like
does
for like.
Sanju bat?
Sanju at 3, then everybody moves one slot down. Surya at 4, Tilak at 5, Hardik 6, Akshay 7. You can keep
So is
the same
Tilak batting too
4.
low? Because he has been doing well in at number 3. That's the only concern. I've not got him at 5.
No, again, as I said, in this T20 setup, you can't be so rigid that I want at number 3, I'm a number 4, and number 5. You have done well at 3, at 4, at 5 as well, be it for Mumbai Indians or even for your local team in the domestic cricket. So I think you can't be so much. Yes, you have done pretty well at number 3 in the South Africa series. You scored
Correct.
those 2 tons as well. But
100.
I think if required, you can go down the order because Gambhir is pretty much a fan of this left and right combinations to go on. So I think depending on who gets out, the next one can be the rotate as required. So I think that's how you need to be in this T20 mindset, I feel. So I think anybody can come in and do a good job for me.
Yes, Baji.
And who can forget Akshay Patel coming in the final and playing
Sure.
at number 4 of the innings. So there's lots of flexibility and all. Because you see, with this team, all bases are covered. Whether an off spinner is bowling or a leg spinner bowling, left arm spinner bowling, you know which batter to send. And yesterday, with this fresh wickets you will find in Dubai, there won't be that much of turn. Sharjah pitches are quite slower and gives you that more turn and more spin. There
Correct.
will be a due factor and all. Even Hardik Pandya can talk any spinner, any leg
Absolutely.
spinner. He fancies the
Absolutely.
spinner.
But when you talk about the squad and also the playing 11, let's come to the strength and the weakness of this Indian side. Every team has a strength, everything has a weakness. You cannot say India cannot have a weakness, but I can figure out here. The strength definitely is the bowling attack more than the batting attack, according to me, because you have top class 3 spinners, you have wonderful seamers as well. You have Hardik Pandya who's chip in. Hardik Pandya is my weakness. What if he is unfit in one of the games? Who is his like to like replacement? Is Shivam Dube that capable enough to roll his arm over, Paji?
We have to see. He has been bowling well. He has improved as a bowler. He's bowling lots of overs in the Ranji and domestic. Yeah, if you are taking Shivam Dube, definitely he adds to the bench. But I would, for that thing, I would love to have Washi in the team. I would rate Washi as a
But
main
you're
best
replacing a
player.
seamer with a
That's
seamer, seeming all rounder with a seeming all rounder. So what's your
you
thought?
can always change. You can always change your plan depending upon what is the opponent and what are the opponent's stance as well. Because as the tournament will progress, you may find spinners come into play
So
as
if
well.
then if you're replacing Hardik Pandya with Washington Sundar, then I think then you need to omit Kuldeep Yadav and play an extra seamer then.
Yeah, definitely. I can go with 3 seamers, but that will add to the strength because with
Yeah.
dewy condition, reverse swing, everything is
And
happening.
exactly what Gambhir wants, 8 batters. So
Great better.
Washington Sundar is also there. So that can also be the thing. Strength and weakness is also there. But on the other hand, Rohan, your thoughts on that overall in this squad you see, how much tinker do you see ahead of India's T20 World Cup 2026 plans?
Still a long way, man. I think, as Paji said, the strength and weakness, I just want to say, is there's a lot of options that can be a strength, that can be a weakness as well. You don't know which is your best 11 because there's so many combinations
Correct.
that you can play around with. Come
Experiment.
the final, you're not sure. Yeah, experiment, whatever you want to call those words. Especially the ones who play are fine, but the ones who are sitting out, their fans will be like, why isn't he or the other one in that 11? So I think at least we'll get a good idea come the league stage and the Super Fours who can,
Hmm.
especially depending on the form and the opposition, who can be your best 11. Yes, unfortunately, a couple of guys may have to sit out even though they have done well. But end of the day, the team does well. I think that's what matters most for everyone. So I think let's see the weakness. As I said, sometimes too many options can give you a lot of headaches, but that's for the
Correct.
team management to decide. As fans, we just want good enough results.
Absolutely. That pretty much sums up the squad preview of Team India because we both have gone in depth about the squad players. All 15 players have been discussed. Even the standby players have not been left by Gurpal Paji. So all the players have been discussed. Thank you so much, both of you. Did the BCCI get the selectors right? Have they made the right selections about all the 15 plus 520 players, or did they miss a trick? Comment below as well. Who do you think was the biggest snub in this Asia Cup squad as well? We are building India's smartest cricket community. Subscribe to become a part of it.